Good day, guys. What's going on? Supabounce here, and today we're gonna do a pre-OB63 introduction, I guess I want to say, or like a build of Vivian. She is the new champion coming out in OB63, and as you guys may know, she is a damage. So let's go ahead and jump into the training room real quick. I'm gonna show y'all her skills, and then we'll go on to the build of her. So before we jump into the build section of this video, I do want to show at least a little bit of her skills. Some people might not have watched the patch preview and don't know anything about her. So her Q is a shield that absorbs damage. Now her Q is really good, but it can also take damage. You can also take damage. It's only in the front, and she can still get shot in the feet. The feet are still vulnerable. Her aiming, her gun, her LMG is like an automatic that does 200 damage. It's quite effective medium range. From a farther distance, it does have some damage drop off, but still it works as like a, you know, a heavy machine gun in a sense, and it just does lots of damage, lots of damage. Now, if you notice though, she is very slow. She gets 50% movement decrease when she's shooting or aiming down sights. Very slow, very slow. Her F ability is her sensory drone. Sensory drone allows her to detect enemies and whatnot, and they're revealed to her. And it's only revealed to her only. Only revealed to her only. Right? And you're able to spot the enemy out with the sensory drone. And the sensory drone, the way it's thrown is much more advanced, like much better than Kinessa's, for instance. Hers can go much farther and much faster than Kinessa's. Whereas Kinessa's goes a little bit slower. There's that damage drop off again. Her right-click ability is kind of like Victor's. It's like an aim down sights. She gets more improved accuracy. And now for her legendary. Her legendary is what happens is she summons these two drones. These two drones that come out, and they help her fight. They're actually considered deployables. Hence why that 20% legendary is really good. And they start firing with her as well, giving her extra DPS. Imagine as if like Ruckus had his rockets out. That is pretty much how it looks. And they are AoE damage as well. And now these guys actually stay for the duration of her lifetime, or if they're destroyed. She also takes no damage from them. There's no splash damage onto her from it. So that right there is a little introduction to her skills. Hope you guys actually find her skills to be somewhat unique, but she's an interesting champion, that's definitely for sure. So she has 3 legendaries to choose from. She has Opportunity and Chaos, which deals 20% increased damage if you stay firing for 2 seconds. I really like this legendary because what it does is it adds a little bit more aggressiveness to her. That 20% increased damage is really good to use on, you know, obviously anybody. Any sort of legendary that has any kind of percentage damage increase, I feel, is always something to look forward to. She also has another legendary called Supabounce, which deals 150% increased damage to shields. Now this I find to be really good against double tank comps, but when I played on the PTS, I had a very hard time queuing up against tanks. I wasn't really able to test this one out, but I feel like it's going to be really good. Really good. And another legendary that I think is quite useful as well is the last one, Suspect Everyone. You and your deployables take 20% less damage from enemies revealed by your sensor drone, and I'll explain why I believe this is one of her best legendaries. Though, if I had to choose one, I probably would use Suspect Everyone. In a flank heavy comp, you'll want to run Suspect Everyone for the defense. If you're going against more of a, like, heavy tank comp, Supabounce would be good too. But also, if you just feel like you want to just do a lot of damage and just go ham on everybody, this is a really good card too. So all of her legendaries seem to work really good. I think they did pretty good this time with the legendary card roundup again on this champion. So the loadout I have right here is level 3 contingency, level 3 scapegoat, level 2 one step ahead, level 3 unfair advantage, and level 1 controlling nature. Now I'll go through each card in order and why I believe they are the best for her. So contingency 3 increases deflector shield health by 600. Her shield already has a natural health pool of 1800, and then adding that 600, it just makes the shield a lot stronger and a little bit more durable against flanks or any other damage that you're facing off against. Scapegoat 3 is really good. I use level 3 of it because it says while deflector shield is active, 45% of damage dealt to you is instead dealt to the shield. Now people, when I first looked at this card, people were probably like, hey, what's the point of doing it? You have a shield, it's already absorbing damage. Well, she can still get shot in the foot, as we all saw in the PTS, or patch notes preview, that she can still take damage. You know, maybe you're going against like a BK, maybe you get flanked from behind, you're taking damage still regardless, or you're going against some type of AoE character like Eevee, you're still going to take some form of damage, and just having that extra, you know, that 45% damage reduction is going to be good, because it stacks well with contingency as well, since your shield's going to have a lot more health, so it's really, really good. These two cards synergize really well, I believe. I also like to use one step ahead. I've always been like the kind of guy that likes to be able to just have that extra movement speed, especially when you're playing at damage. She's really, really slow. So just having that extra movement speed I feel is really good for her. Also, her next card, Unfair Advantage 3, increase deflector shield lifetime by 3 seconds. I like to use this because when I play against other people, once they see her shield, at least from what I've encountered, at least once they see the shield, they kind of like panic a little bit. They don't like try to attack me. Now this is just, maybe this is just a mind game thing, but I feel like I would use this over, I was having a problem like whether I wanted to use the HP regen or the deflector shield lifetime, and I tested both out and I feel like Unfair Advantage 3 was a lot better. Just having the shield out longer just seemed great. Like, once again, it synergizes well with the extra health. And, you know, Scapegoat 3, so these 3 cards, once again, synergy. And last but not least, I use Controlling Nature 1. Successful shots and precision sights reduce the cooldown of Sensor Drone. Her Sensor Drone, to me, it's not the best skill. I mean, you can spam it, in a sense, and it goes really far. You can only have one out now. It's not like Kinessa's mines, but they're just nice to have, I suppose. And then once again, if we talked about it, that one legendary, the one legendary Suspect Everyone, you and your deployables take 20% less damage from enemies revealed by your sensor drone, is going to be really good with it, because you'll just be able to get your sensor drone out much faster and much easier. This is the deck that I use right here. This is going to be my main deck right here, starting out in OB63, as far as I know from playing on the PTS. And I think it's quite good on her, honestly. So alright guys, that was my little video of Vivian, pre-OB63 build for her. If you enjoyed, thank you. You should like and subscribe, whatever that crap people on YouTube say, but I don't know much about it. Anywho, if you want to see like actual gameplay footage of her, check out my OB63 or OB63 PTS video, and I'll be playing her mainly. So alright guys, as always, Supabounce here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Everybody take care and eat plenty of Chinese food. Peace.